How you doing?
Doing good.
We're gonna have a chopper landing. Just want to let you know that way. Watch your stuff.
There we go. Well, we momentarily had sight of the chopper that is going to be dropping off the game football, I would assume, at the 50-yard line. However, it hovered over about 15 minutes ago. So we went ahead and hustled up to get the camera feed on for you for the live stream. And then now there is no sign of it. We are down to 8 minutes before kickoff. And we'll go ahead and just get this part of the game for you right here. Not the best way that we have done it. I wasn't anticipating them running them onto the field but when you are about 8 minutes from kickoff, that tends to happen. And so it will be Caddo Dewar for the District 5 Class B championship game.
And the national anthem.
So Superintendent Lee Blankenship letting everybody know how they will do the ceremony for the national anthem. We are waiting for captains to meet at midfield. The football, unfortunately, has been given to the staff, and so it is in a chopper. So we cannot start this game until they circle back. And to be frank, I don't know where they went. I just know that they were here about 15, 16 minutes ago now, and they circled back to the east. And so we have got both teams on the field. Entire rosters now for both Dewar and Caddo. Teams will enter the game. In effect, the way that it will work is, should Caddo win, then that puts a potential tie for the district championship with head-to-head in points. And then if Dewar should win this game, then it will be the Dragons' 7th consecutive Class B title for district. They enter the game 9-0 on the season, and Caddo enters the game 8-1 with only one loss on the year. So I do apologize. I thought we were imminently expecting that, so that's why we cut on a little bit earlier than what we normally would have. And as a result, now we are in a quandary, because unless they get this thing here in the next 6 minutes flat. All right, I hear it back again. So hopefully we are getting closer now. So recapping Caddo on the season, 8-1, as I stated. They're coached by Trent Harmon. Kick-started the season 52-6 over Snyder, 60-14 winners over Davenport, 72-26 over Wilson Henrietta. Dropped a game against Velma Elma, 60-14. Victorious over Wilson, 62-22 over Quorum, 50-0. Quinton, 82-32 forfeit against Midway. And then 58-52 winners last week over Weber's Falls. So now we have got this now in a clear present range. Give him plenty of space to do his thing, just in case anything shorts out on the exact Dewar over Velma. And then it is a 60-14 loss for Caddo versus Velma. So based upon those markers plus the records, we would assume wouldn't be far out of the vein of thought that Dewar is the favorite in the game. Only real dispute is who's number one this year in Class B. Some people see it as ceiling. Never rule out two-time defending champion Laverne. Regent Prep's got a great team this year as well. And here we are.
Tell me what he saw. Are you ready?
Caddo has won the toss. Caddo defers. They will kick to start the game. That means Dewar will receive the ball to start.
Dragons will receive.
All right, we are moments out now from your Prep Nation TV game of the day. District Championship for Class B, District 5, between the Dewar Dragons and the Caddo Bruins. Up next on Prep Nation TV. Now we'll be doing the pregame prayer and then the national anthem.
Lord, we ask you to look over these players tonight, keep them safe from harm. We ask you to be with us as we leave this game tonight. Keep us safe in our travels. In your son's name we pray. Amen.
All right, we'll line it up and get them running on the field if that's the way that they came.
Those who are officiating, who are veterans or in active duty, we thank you for your service to our country as we salute the servicemen here at tonight's game.
All right, folks, here we go. Caddo will reset up their mat, burst through it. Looks like they've already done so, but saves them having to do it again. Looks like it's a magnetic attachment. Eight and 1 Caddo versus 9-0 Dewar. Winner will be your district champion and have the luxury of at least 2 home games before having to potentially hit the road. So there's a little bit at stake in addition to bragging rights. A little anticlimactic on bursting through. He might as well just roll with it. We're now 3 minutes behind schedule. Your PNTV game of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And here they come. The Caddo Bruins, ladies and gentlemen. I'll apologize in advance if the camera seems a little wonky. We don't have the best cell tower connection here, and in addition, there's several spots on the field that aren't necessarily level, so if we get a funky angle, I'll do my best to get it level back again as quickly as possible.
Receive.
Caddo wins the coin toss. They defer until the second half. Just a reminder, 45-point differential is in effect. And so any team that gets that coveted 45 points at any time can officially stop the game, though most of the time they do at least play a courtesy through the half. Kick is going to go out of bounds right here in front of us, and it'll be out at the 26-yard line is where it eventually went out. So we'll have an initial infraction to start the game. And that'll offset them and push them back a little bit further to kick again.
Dragons have elected to have the Bruins kick again.
So keep in mind, this is a little different than normal, where it would just be offset and would start the game. No matter how many times I've moved down, people just oblivious to what we're trying to do here. And 3 for 3 right in front of me. So we'll do our best to swivel back for you again. So it'll be a kick 5 yards back. And officially 5 seconds off the clock. And he kicks again. This one is caught at the 28-yard line. Misses the tackle. Pulls back, rolls back, crosses 40, and we're going to have already a flag the first time in the game. So back-to-back penalties for both teams, and it should go against Dewar on a hold. And if that is the case, it's going to roll them back all the way to the 30-yard line, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll take the quick side. You watch the front side.
Block in the back against the Dragons. That would back up the Dragons to start.
Good. Here we go.
First down at 10, Dragons from the...
I apologize, folks. We literally just, it's instinctive. I know where it gets set, and someone just walks right up to me and gets right within a foot of where we're standing. All right, here we go. First and 10, offsetting penalties in effect. It'll be from the 30-yard line for the Dragons. Tries to draw him off sides to get back some of the yardage. And hands off. Tackle from behind, nothing doing.
And after number 9, Melvin Corbin for the Dragons. Gain of about 5 yards brings up a second down and 5 for the Dragons.
Quarterback keeper, he's got the first down. Drops the ball, regains it. So it'll be first and 10 for Dewar. Not necessarily setting the world ablaze, but effective draw, run play, and then a quarterback keeper makes it a conversion. Scoreboard still has second down. I'm 99% positive that is a first down. No gain.
Stopped for no gain. Second Bruins on the tackle. Pardon me, he did gain 2 yards on the play. Second down and 8 for the Dragons.
Single back formation splits it out, wide out. Throw is on the mark. However, Caddo reads it instantly. And it is a penalty once again. Marker is thrown across the opposing sideline at the 45-yard line, give or take. Also one looks to be about
third down and
47.
8 for the Dragons. Ball is spotted on the 33-yard line, excuse me.
And the penalty once again goes against Caddo.
Got a flag on the play, personal foul against the Bruins. That'll bring up an automatic first down for Dewar.
Hands it off, read option play, keeps it rather. Quarterback busts through, and it'll be a touchdown for Dewar. And they are on the scoreboard to start the game, 6-0. So, arm tackle does not work. It's a big old boy, saw him in the captain's square, short of number 26. I think the two biggest players, at least on the field right now, quarterback at number 11 and the center, number 26. Those are big old boys.
Come on, Jay! Come on!
It doesn't take Dewar long to score in I formation. Hands the ball off, running toward the pylon, easy peasy. And it is an early 8-0 lead for Dewar. 10-16 remains on the game clock. 8-0 over Caddo.
Your score with 10-16 left in the first quarter. Dewar 8, your Caddo Vs 0. I want to remind everyone that the Caddo Educational Foundation is selling tickets for the quit that is down there by the concession stand. All
right, we're going to try to pull back a little bit more. We've had to really kind of go on the go here early. So we'll do our best to get you the best camera angle possible of the plays as they develop. Since the huddle is over toward this direction, we're going to try to stay from behind and chase the team as we go down the sideline. I kid you not. No matter where we put the camera, there's always somebody lurching, walking just like a cat on a hot tin roof. It is a ritual of football coaches. It's like they get in a zone and have no idea where they're at. They just kind of pace and pace and pace and frantically walk back and forth. And so good start to the game for Caddo. Had him locked up on the quarterback keeper. Unfortunately, arm tackle didn't cut it. Was able to shuck and jive, spin off, and then try a little trickeration here on the kick, not falling for it. Short swivel kick, drops it. It'll be 1st and 10 Caddo. They'll have good field position.
Ball was fumbled on the receive, but Bruins keep it. 1st down to 10 Caddo.
Looks like it's going to be around the 35. He's walking it down to 40 though, so it may be
39-yard line.
Yeah, 39, so it's even better for Caddo than I thought. 1st and 10 at the 39, so teams start the game with almost identical position after the penalty against Dewar. And we're going to have a penalty called against number 26, movement, encroachment. And that'll move him back 5 yards.
The Dragons. That'll move the ball 5 yards. Be 1st down and 5 for the Bruins.
And throws it. And immediately with the 1st down to start the game.
Pass is received by number 12.
So both teams successful converting their first touch. 1st down for Caddo.
Bruins, 1st down. Right at midfield.
Hands off, up the middle.
Hand off to number 13, Brody Brazil. Gain of 3.
And another offsides. This time it looks to be against number 8. It's hard to describe 8-man football when you're talking as far as guards. Oh, correction. So I am wrong. That goes against Caddo.
That'll back the Bruins up 5 yards. Brings up a 2nd down, 1st and 12. 2nd down, 12.
Quick snap, solo backfield, looks down the field, throws deep, going to be in double coverage, ill-advised, no good. You don't throw 50 yards with double contested backs. Would have been better off just keeping it on a quarterback scamper. He had a nice open field. Could have easily gone left or right after crossing mid.
12 for the Bruins.
3rd and 12 long for the
Ball at
Bruins
the
here.
Caddo 47-yard line.
Split formation. Quarterback rolls right, looking to pass again. It'll be a read option play. He's going to take it like he should have on the first one. Fumbles the ball, gets it back, and it should be enough for a Caddo first down in addition to retaining possession of the ball.
Quarterback keeper by Colton Spears was fumbled but recovered by the Bruins.
Defensive substitution.
That plays good for the Bruins. First down.
Head coach for Dewar not happy. As you can see, he is wailing and flailing.
Timeout.
So
Dewar.
not excited about the defensive effort
of the
by
first
the
half.
Dragons. 1 minute inside of 9, so 8:59 to go. It is Dewar 8, Caddo 0. Prep Nation TV coverage brought to you tonight by Shamrock Bank. They are a sponsor for the live stream, video highlights, and plays of the game.
First down and 10 Bruins from the Dewar 40-yard line.
Solo backfield, quarterback snaps under duress, throws it. Number 12 had it, drops it. I think that's just going to be an incomplete
Pass is
pass.
incomplete. It was intended for
I
Jake
do like
Mullins.
the idea on that.
Second down and 10
nice
for the Bruins.
Fluid movement on the route. Unfortunately, just cannot keep the fingertips outstretched and latch onto the ball. Split formation, solo backfield shotgun. Quarterback takes it, rolls right again under pressure, and he is going to keep it once again. Going to run, had the first down, cuts back up midfield, keeps going, tackled and tripped. However, we may be seeing that come back.
First down, but there's a flag on the play.
So we'll
holding against the Bruins. We'll bring it back.
I was afraid that was going to happen. I was getting ready just to say that. Flag dropped at the 45-yard line.
The holding will negate the first down play.
They'll repeat the down and then tack on the extra yardage, which pulls them back into their own territory again. Looks like they may be the right.
Be a loss of 10 yards. The second down and 20 for the Bruins at midfield.
So they'll need to split the two plays coming up here. 2nd and 20, again, split formation. They are not getting anybody stopped on the line there. Right to the defender. Terrible throw. Did not read that one at all. I mean, that was a wide open pass to the defensive back. Just left it wobbling and off right to the quarterback. So it's an interception for Dewar. 8
will take over at the Caddo 35-yard line. First down and 10.
They are now in the deficit once again. Will need their defense to stop. A couple of holding penalties. Thwarted a really nice pass and run, and quarterback keeper audible. They did it 3 different times. 2 times of the 3 under duress. Pretty much just has to do it as a on-the-fly play, so to speak. But sometimes busted plays are the best ones because it's hard for the defense to kind of zero in and lock in what they're doing. Ball's going to be out of bounds, so even if you had caught it, no good.
Pass is incomplete.
8:25 remains.
Dragons, that'll bring up a second down and 10.
So noticeable style difference in play for Dewar. They are definitely throwing the ball more than running. Caddo has had to, by design, do quarterback keepers and runs just due to the pressure of the nose tackle and guards coming through the line so easily and quickly. Hands it off, right tackle. It's going to be a short gain. Caddo dives in at the last second, number 7.
Fumbled on the play. Dewar retains the football. Gain of maybe 1 brings up a 3rd down and 9 for the Dragons.
Pistol formation for the Dragons. Flag just right off the get-go. That was misdirection. What they were going to do is run an out route. 15 was going to go down and then put back in midfield. Number 2 was going to do an inverted J route, and it was going to go to whoever was open as a first, second read pass. And Caddo doesn't have to worry about defending. So penalties galore here to start the game early on. Quarterback keeper once again, he's going to bust through and tackle. It's going to be almost up to a plus now on the original scrimmage, but it's going to be a 4th down. I don't know that he got more than 4 maybe yards total. It doesn't look like to me they've even split the difference.
4th down and 7 for the Dragons.
4th and 7, that sounds about right. Jet sweep, all designed to get a offensive jump to help them with the plus side. They may go ahead and elect to punt the ball. It'll be timeout. Dewar, your score 8-0 Dragons over the Bruins. You're watching Rep Nation TV. 2 timeouts burned in the first quarter for Dewar. They'll have 1 remaining for the first half. Caddo won the coin toss, electing tails, defer. So they will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, boys! Come on, D! Hold up!
Back in action here. 4th down and 7 for the Dragons.
All right, so it doesn't look like the Dewar is going to try to fake the punt. It looks like they're going to run a play. Oh, bad. That equally as bad. Equally as bad. Blocking the throw for the interception was that one. I don't know what you would call that one other than anybody that's ever Swiffered before and you just did too much action on the pad and it just falls off and dumps. That is pretty much the way you would describe that one. So it's a turnover on downs for Caddo. And so their interception doesn't hurt them. They get the ball back here with 7:08 remaining. I think the clock has been stuck for a while because it was 7 minutes last time I looked as well.
Hand off onto the Bruins. No gain on the play. Correction, they did give him a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Come on, boys!
For the Bruins.
Let's go, run, block!
At our 42-yard line.
Give him time, block!
Quick snap, solo backfield, bad play. Quarterback is able to get the ball back. However, we have a flag in addition to the drop, fumble, and recovery.
On the play, but recovered by the Bruins.
Flag looks to be at about the 45-yard line in the middle.
Calm them down.
I think it's going to be a procedural call against Caddo, maybe. Somebody may not have been set.
Ryder, come here.
Chop block goes against the Bruins. That penalty is declined.
A chop block. I did not see that one
play
coming.
will back up the Bruins to the 40-yard line of Caddo.
Interesting. So Dewar declines the penalty.
For the Bruins.
It'll be 3rd and 11, lost back to the 40. So some strategic gamesmanship going on now between the coaches. Dewar relying heavily on multiple timeouts, and then now the penalties proving costly. This play is just starting not good. They're going to have to burn a timeout or look at a penalty, make it 3rd and 16. And that's exactly what they did. They just got nailed. Illegal substitution, Bruins. You could see that one from the get-go, just not jailed, congealed in spots and lined up.
That will back up the Bruins 5 more yards. to the Caddo 35-yard line. Third down at 16.
So if Caddo's going to convert here, they're going to have to earn it the old-fashioned way. Quarterback rolls, keeper fakes, shucks under duress, cuts back up again nicely down on the jute. That is the best run to get no yardage I've ever seen.
Quarterback keeper on the play.
So it's going to be fourth down, Caddo. Natives are restless. Ball looks to be spotted at the 41-yard line, give or take.
Fourth down at 10 for Caddo.
Boy, just you got to be very careful this spot. Timeout, Caddo. I would not go for it right here. I just wouldn't do
Caddo, their first
it. I would
timeout.
roll right and fake a throw,
first
then
half.
bootleg kick it. Otherwise, I'd step back another 10 and get this one properly spotted down the field. 8-0 lead for Dewar over Caddo. You're watching Prep Nation TV. Well, any inference you could make for head-to-head opponents with Velma Elma. Caddo losing 60-14. Dewar winning 52-40. It's proven to be a moot point, as the old idiom and axiom message in boxing is styles make fights. I've seen Team A wallop Team B only for Team B to beat Team C, and then C end up beating A and vice versa. And so they're going to go into punt formation, it looks like. And this is the right call to make. You got to pin them back. And you got another opportunity for a defensive stop. Game is definitely still up for play. No reason to really just kind of put the pressure on yourself. High kick doesn't go very far. However, it is uncontested. So it'll be a favorable roll and drop for Caddo. First and 10, Dragons at their own 30-yard line.
6:09 left in the first quarter.
Read option play, hands off to the tailback, shucks off, keeps running, pushes back again a second and third time. Ends up being a nice gain for Dewar. They're going to be just outside the 35-yard line.
By the Dragons will be a first down. Run is down to the Caddo 35-yard line. First down at 10 Dragons.
We're now inside the 6 minutes. Again, the clock keeps ticking. Quarter kind of rolling. This is barely halfway through now, the first quarter. So definitely not a quick-paced and fast-moving game. We're about 3 minutes off mark when Caddo ran on the field. Kickoff was approximately 7:05. So far a 21-minute halfway marker to the first quarter. Quarterback is going to option. In through. Hold is going to bring this back. Flag is thrown at the 29-yard line. It will be heading in reverse. Good sportsmanship by Caddo. Two different players helping up the runner number 9. So it should negate the yardage and pull it all the way back. Repeat the down. Initially it was 2nd and 10. This is probably going to make it 2nd and 20. They're going to start at the 40 is where they spot the ball. So it ends up being more favorable. It looks like 2nd and 14 only.
Second down for the Dragons.
Quarterback keeper hands off. Probably better to do the read option and then keep it yourself, but Dragons choose not to do so, handing off to the back.
That brings up 3rd down and 13 for the Dragons.
So after the opening drive, Dewar flummoxed by the Caddo defense.
Caddo 40-yard line.
Incomplete pass, couple of penalties, and then turnover ends up being a moot point for Caddo as the team's now just kind of trading defensive stops with each other. Right there on the ground, as you can see. They're trying to make the argument that it was a trap catch, but it is going to be marked good. He's going to be at the 28-yard line. Trying to get a read here if he's at the 27.
4th down and 1 for the Dragons.
So 28. It's going to be 4th and 1. Sorry about the camera there. Seems to be some misdirection on where they're putting the ball, so it wasn't just me. I try to base it on the closest ump on the field where he's spotting his feet, if he's splitting the difference between his left and right foot. So this one is moving up just a little bit closer to the 28-yard line.
Got a timeout on the field. Officials timeout.
I think we're going to have a measurement here, folks.
For measurement.
As is, it's 4th and 1. My spot that I can see for the marker, he will have to clear the 27-yard line to get a 1st down. He's going to be shy less than a yard, but it will be a yard needed to gain the 1st down.
Ball was shy of the 1st down marker, so it'll be 4th down and 1 for the Dragons.
All right, so keep your eyes on this. With a quarterback with that size, a line behind him, I wouldn't hand off. I'd run a quick snap, quarterback keeper, and I'd just bulldog and keep pushing. He's got to get to about the 26.5-yard line exactly to get the 1st down converted. Wow, another timeout. All right, so Caddo icing Dewar. 2 timeouts apiece in the 1st quarter. So each team will only have 1 timeout for the rest of the half. That's somewhat surprising. 4:26 remains still here in the 1st quarter. And it has been kind of a unique game, I should say. Usually in an 8-0 game, starting the 1st quarter, you don't see 4 timeouts and less than 2/3 of the 1st quarter gone. But that has been the case, 2 apiece.
I'll remind everyone that both teams, Dewar and Caddo, will be in action next week, next Friday night, in the 1st round of the Class B playoffs. Both teams have home games.
I alluded to earlier, in effect, they're playing for who's going to get at least 2 home games.
Both teams will be at home next Friday night.
This is your de facto punch-out game. The only way that there would be a weird scenario is if Caddo upsets Dewar, and then Velma, Dewar, and Caddo all in a 3-way tie, and it gets a little funky. Hands off, 1st down and more touchdown. 28-yard running touchdown for Dewar, and they score again. Apologize for kind of some of the funky angles on the field. It's going to have a sloped look. I didn't want to miss the play for you guys at home. Quarterback rolls back, throws. On the line, gives it to him. 16-0 Dewar. 2-4-2 on the 2-point conversion tries. And it is a 16-zip lead for the Dewar Dragons. 4:19 remains in the 1st quarter. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage. Caddo not expecting the handoff from a shotgun formation. Whenever it's less than a full yard needed, you kind of think, well, they're going to line up, crowd it, push it. Quarterback keeper, he hands off and gets the opening through the middle, runs untouched almost right through the guard, and then burst for a 27-plus yard touchdown run. We have Caddo ranked number 8 in our poll for the week. Some traditional powerhouses in Class B this year,
Dragons
just
to kick off
kind
the
of
Bruins
lurking.
here. Back to receive
Laverne
beat is number
Tigers,
12, Jake
until
Mullins.
beaten, they are the champs. Not necessarily at this point favored to repeat a third time, but have to get hot at the right time, and starting the playoffs or wrapping up the regular season usually the time to do it. Velma will be there as well. Sealing Wildcats will be there as well. Been a couple of seasons that have been down for the Shattuck Indians. Expecting to see them kind of bounce back and resurface on the scene. So Trips Falls gets the catch, no gain on the run. 4-14.
Ball is received by number 10, Keaton Harrington. Bruins will start at the Caddo 38-yard line. First down at 10, Bruins, with 4:14 left in the first quarter.
Split formation. Quarterback drops, scans, looks, fires across the middle. Off the mark, almost intercepted, traps it on the ground, incomplete pass.
Pass was intended
So
by
nicely
number 2,
done
AJ
by the
Beebehouse.
young gun
Incomplete.
at the strong safety spot,
Second down
number
at
15.
10 for Caddo.
Almost got him an Oski there.
Come on, boys.
4:07 still remains in the first quarter. Boy, this game is just dragging on. We're getting a clock stoppage virtually on every play now. Again, under duress, cuts back up, going to be an improvised play. Quarterback keeper, first down and more. There he goes, folks. Going. 40. All the way inside. The first and goal now for Caddo. Well, he busted that one loose. You can see it kind of coming in formation on the two other pressures. I think if I'm Caddo, I use Dewar's aggressiveness against them, and I start dialing up more of those. Because once he gets going, they didn't catch him from behind. Looks like he's right on the 10-yard line. Rolls back left, scans the field, nothing doing, throws it away. You got to be careful. There's nobody over
Pass
there.
incomplete.
Yeah, you can't do that. You got to throw it over the head of somebody semi-close.
Flag on the play.
He threw it 40 yards away from anybody on the field. So coach not going to be happy about that one. Intentional grounding is going to be the call. So it takes them from being in scoring position immediately on the 10 to pulling it on back up.
Intentional grounding against the Bruins. It's a loss of down for the Bruins.
That is a backbreaker. You not only double up the yardage you need to go, you lose it down with an opportunity to even get it.
Backs the football up.
I get not wanting to throw into coverage, but in a particular thing like that, you pick a wide receiver that's got someone on it and you throw it so
To
high
the
that
to the Dewar 29-yard line.
nobody can catch it. I mean, that is a
Second and
backbreaker.
22 for the Caddo Bruins.
I mean, an absolute backbreaker of a play. Zips it across. Oh, just off the mark. So close. That was the right play, right read. Just ball was on the
Ball
right
was
side of the
intended for
shoulder
number
blade.
3,
He's
Hayden
left.
Bush.
As a result, can't reach it. Runs
Incomplete.
right past
Brings up a
third
third
down.
and 22 for the Bruins.
Bruins are going to have to make this a fourth down opportunity here. You're going to have to look at getting some play dialed in. It's going to get you anywhere from about 8 to 15 yards preferably, and just try to go at it in two chunks of plays. You can't afford to make this one fourth down and 20 or 21. You're going to have to get some significant yards here. Throws across the middle. Boom. Nicely done by the Bruins.
Pass is completed to number 13, Brody Brazil. It gets the Bruins down to the Dewar 10-yard line. Brings up a fourth down and about 8.
So here's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to almost score the touchdown to convert the first and goal. I like the quarterback keeping it here in this thing. I think they should fake a throw. If it's not open to 2 or 12, they're going to jet sweep it. Another procedural penalty. False start.
Flag on the field. False start against the Bruins. We'll back them up 5 yards. Brings up a 4th and 13 for the Bruins.
Bruins is kind of self-destructing here. Had multiple opportunities to get this one inside the 10, and so far unable to do so. Quarterback under duress, fires toward the end zone, jump ball, catches it.
Pass is completed by the Bruins, but just shy of the first down. That'll be a turnover on downs. Be first down and 10, Dewar. First and 10, Dewar. About the Dewar 4-yard line, 3 or 4 yard line.
I'll give the quarterback credit. He hurled the ball up, gave his wideout a chance to convert. They just end up being, ironically enough, 2 yards short. Oh, holy moly, he's gone.
After the running back is good for a Dewar touchdown.
96-yard romp to the house. That one does hurt.
Guys, move off the snapper. We got to go normal base. Yeah. Get a corner on the tight end side, get one on the other side, and we'll end up at the tight end.
Quarterback hands off. He's going to be in.
Ball's handed off to number 22.
24-0-2-0-4 remains here in the first quarter. Body language now not looking good for Caddo. They really were in this game until they weren't in the game.
Conversion good.
We'll get the camera off of the quarter of the coach right there kneeling. As soon as he gets back up again, I'll push the camera back over that way.
Two-point conversion was good. With 2:04 left in the first quarter, Dewar 24, Your Caddo Vs 0.
Such a stark swing and momentum. Caddo looking to get the stop when it was still 8-0. And we once again blocked here. Back again for the third time.
The kickoff for the Dragons. Back to receive number 12, Jake Mullins.
Short kick once again. No return. I don't like the lack of aggressiveness. It's been very passive the last couple of times to get the ball to start. Not even trying to run, just immediately falling down on the ball. You're down 3 scores. You have got to pick it up and get moving. And part of the game is getting opportunities with spacing and gaps. When a team kicks it and they're 15, 25 yards off of you, you got to roll. Nobody imminently there to just wipe him out and knock him down if he caught it. any other way other than the fair catch. Just kind of preemptively took himself out of the play.
Check. Box.
We're going to have a call change here. Defense allowed to readjust and reset. Quarterback in again, now an audible. He's going to pull it back. Drops it again.
Pass was intended for number 2, A.J. Peavyhouse, incomplete. Second down and 10.
Just a reminder, at the conclusion of this game, we will do a video highlight reel in place of the game. However, it will be extensively later tonight. We have about a 2-hour and 15-minute drive back home. And then it'll take some time to trim the video and get it up for upload. Quarterback keeper, Wallet, push back. Yeah, just read that one from the get-go.
Quarterback keeper on the play.
All the momentum down the side of Dewar.
Of about
They have
5
been able to
yards.
post their will on the last 2 opportunities. The absolute backbreaker, Caddo gets it down to the 10 to start the game. 2 penalties move them back.
That'll bring up a third
Loss
down and
of
15
downs.
from the Caddo
And
35-yard
after
line.
that, 2 yards short of converting a 4th down, and then a 96-yard rush touchdown for the Dragons to bust open the game. Seemed to be in sway still when it was 16-0. Now they just cannot keep him off of him. We have another flag right over there, as you can see.
Pass is complete to Noah Try.
Fierce, stay positive. I know it's right there. Pack, come on,
We had
bud.
a flag on the play.
Take your step, check your gap on that. No, check your gap. No, check your gap.
Hey, offense! You're gonna get somebody killed. Let's go!
Flag goes
I don't
against
know why one of
Dewar.
the coaches was so upset and
Blocked in the
mad.
back.
It was a black flag for Dewar. I should say white, orange, black, however you want to describe the team colors. So definitely went against Dewar. It was a shove in the back. It didn't look to be that massive or dirty of a play necessarily.
That moves the ball to midfield for the
Assistant
Caddo
coach not
Bruins.
happy at all. With people from the sidelines piping in as well.
The third down and 1 for the Caddo Bruins from midfield.
He definitely favoring his left knee. So I guess he just comes down on it the wrong way after the shove from behind. Looked to be, kind of innocuous. It wasn't really that of a serious infraction, but something wrong with the player. He's down. We'll do our best not to just zoom in and infiltrate his space over there. They're trying to do some stretches immediately with him on his back, outstretched. Both teams pointing at each other. It'll be a false start against
the
Caddo.
Bruins. We'll back them up 5 yards. That'll bring up a third down and 6.
Come on, baby, you got this. Let's go. Take control of your team.
Run it, let's go.
Play, Colton, let's go. Let's go, Bruce, do your job.
Here we go, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
We still are in the first quarter. This is shocking. It is just dragged on and on and on. Quarterback throws across the middle, another bad pass, another interception. We got a flag though, and that's going to be the only thing that will preclude Dewar from getting another turnover.
Ball was intercepted on the play, but we do have a flag on the field.
Stay in there, Warren, you got it. Keep working. Let's go, boys.
Penalty goes against Dewar.
Now both coaches are taunting and
Personal
yelling and
foul
screaming at
against
each
Dewar.
other. It has escalated quickly here. 38 seconds to go. I'm not sure if they're going to assess 2 penalties on this play or 3. Because it's not just over with the offset going forward. It looks like they're going to pull another one here. Here we go.
Stay in there, let's go.
After the flags, automatic first down for the Bruins.
All right, so
That removed the ball.
not another call, actually two different infractions. So I guess, in effect, Caddo gets the benefit of taking the furthest, if that makes sense. So automatic first down. We've got 38 seconds to go.
Let's go, boys. Get your head in the game. Let's go. Come on, Juan.
Quarterback immediately fires over to his slot route. Bust through. Another nice play for the Bruins. Please, no more
Pass
flags.
is
Please, no
completed
more
to
flags.
Ryder
Please, no more
Wingfield.
flags.
That play's good for the
Inside
Bruins.
of
First
15 seconds to go in
down.
the first quarter. And, man, this ends up being a 46-minute first quarter. And another flag.
Flag on the field. Offside. Oh,
4.8 seconds on the clock.
offside against the Dragons. Moves the ball 5 yards. That'll bring up a first down and 5 for the Bruins.
And that'll do it, folks.
And that's
Your
the end
score
of the first
through
quarter.
one. Dewar 24,
End of the first
Caddo
quarter.
0.
Dewar 24. Your Caddo
Nation
Vs
TV.
0.
Well, we are going to be doing a flip-flop for the quarter. So we will turn this thing around and head back over here. Hopefully we don't catch any bad words here in the corner. But we'll be coming backwards a good piece. 12-minute quarters for 8-man. This ends up being an atypically long first quarter. Caddo on the move, needing to score desperately. One-sided first quarter, 2 turnovers. So far, the play of the game, 96-yard running back burst at the goal line and just flies downfield. By the time he got into the end zone, it wasn't a Caddo Bruin within 15 yards of him. Looks like we're going to start at the 13-yard line. So with the multiple infractions called,
The second quarter, the Bruins.
again for the umpteenth time, the umpire literally walks right in front of me when I'm set, moves when he's set. Quarterback keeper, bam. Not much doing there on the keeper.
Quarterback keeper by Curtin Spears. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play. Second down and 4.
Trying to draw off sides. It's been a lot of penalties so far in the game. And by a lot, I mean probably already 13 or 14. Just an inordinate number of stops to the game. He is going to be down to the 5-yard line, looks like.
First down. First and goal for the Bruins.
First and goal. Scoreboard has 8. The ball's at the 5. So the Bruins will just need to basically get one chunky yardage here. Across the middle. Crosses in. Touchdown. Caddo, they get on the board after the 5-yard quarterback pass.
Pass is completed, but we have a flag on the field.
And another flag at the 8. 9-yard line. Okay. Pushing back. See it pointed toward Dewar. Should be penalty declined. But then they're going to get the yardage on the 2-point conversion, I believe. Okay, they're going to assess it on the kick. And so correction on that, they will assess the penalty yardage on the kick.
Is against the Dragons. Touchdown is good.
Just a little bit better here so that you're not looking at so much open sky where it's kind of funky colored. Runs it his own player. Pulls back wide open. Conversion is good. Score for Caddo.
11-13 left before halftime. The Dragons ready for your Caddo wins 6.
8. Lee having a tough day at the office. So 5-yard touchdown pass. The perfunctory 2-yard 2-point conversion. So the team so far 4 for 4 on conversions. 4 total touchdowns. It is back to a 2-touchdown plus conversion lead for Dewar. Number 2 rated squad in the state according to our rankings. Number 8 for Caddo. The only debate really for Class B this year is whether or not you think Dewar is number 1, if you think Sealing is number 1. And even whether or not you think the defending champ Laverne Tigers are actually really number 1. Should be an interesting playoff. Velma playing exceptionally good right now. Their only loss on the season. 12-point defeat against this very Dewar team that we're watching today. So the Comets certainly in the discussion still for a repeat run. Last year making it all the way to the state semifinal games where they gave Laverne about all they could handle and then some before a couple of injuries and then just kind of losing steam in the fourth quarter. Ended up being more competitive actually in that game than it was for the rematch with Sealing and Laverne in the championship game. Sealing had won earlier in the year. Dewar showing some real respect for the kicker here with the offsetting yardage for the penalty. They're making it look like they're going to try to do an onside. I'd be surprised if he didn't swing back around and try to go deeper on the kick. That one's going to be almost, yeah. He stepped out of bounds almost immediately.
Ball was received but stepped out of bounds. At the Dewar 26-yard line, first down and 10 Dragons.
Come on, D-man! We're not out of it. We need you.
Yes, he did.
Go D! Let's go defense! Ski up, boys! Ski up!
Bobble, bobble, bobble. Wobble doesn't go down and then does. So not the best play I've seen so far dialed
Gain
up.
of maybe a yard on the play. Brings up a second down and 9.
Other teams in contention this year, Oklahoma Bible. Last year spent some time at number 1. Velma Elma on the verge of putting out Alec if they haven't already done so. Last time I saw a score it was 42-6 in the first quarter. And I'd be shocked if that one hasn't already gone final, just waiting for a score update. Regent Prep would be a team I would definitely say keep an eye on. They had a kind of Texas Tech air raid style offense. Sealing number 1 right now, 52-28 winners over Southwest Covenant last night. Team to keep an eye on as a dark horse would definitely be Drumright. 52-6 over Olive. They finished the season a perfect 10-0. Laverne walloped Balco Forgan last night as the number 3 team, and that's definitely where I would have them. Right now, I would say probably either Dewar or Sealing would be your number 1 team. Laverne definitely 3, and then it would come down to Velma with the 1 loss or Drumright. And then Oklahoma Bible and Regent Prep being the other teams kind of right on the bubble for the 5-6 spot.
That'll bring up an automatic first down for the Dragons and move the ball.
There's a lot of jawing going on between not just the coaches and normal bending toward the refs, but people on the sidelines going after the coaches and players. So we're going to try our best to kind of get some of that out of earshot so you're not hearing some of that stuff. One thing I don't like to do is give ignorant people a platform on our dime.
We have flags on the field here.
So again, flags thrown. This has just really gotten out of hand. It's becoming a very dirty game. Both teams getting almost just every other play now. A flag on one, a flag on both.
Personal foul against the
foul
Dragons.
Against now Dewar.
Them up 10 yards.
So I think cooler heads are going to have to prevail here. Otherwise, this is going to be a long day. We're probably going to start looking at some ejections. 10 minutes remain still
Correction,
in
15-yard penalty
the
on a
second
personal
quarter.
foul.
So we've only burned through 2 minutes of clock. I'd like to thank Shamrock Bank for being tonight's coverage sponsor for our live stream video highlights and the plays of the game.
Now at the Dewar 43-yard line.
Dewar the read option, hands off. Nice tackle by Mr. Bruin. Mr. Zero. Nice job, young man.
Gain of about 3.
That one perfect and snuffed it out.
Brings up a 3rd down and 17.
It's probably the longest I've seen that Caddo has had a 3rd and 22. Now Dewar with a 3rd and 17. So if the Bruins can get any stop here and then get another score, they are back in this game. Quarterback rolls right, just throws. Good thing that he didn't get the completion. Actually, number 12 had to jump on that with 32. So had it been higher, he could have potentially intercepted that one. So I think Dewar's going to play the numbers here. They're going to go with at least pushing back. Keep in mind we've got another crosswind tonight. Not as severe as last night's in Del City, but he's going to have to keep this ball low or it's going to really lift and pull back on him.
Chuck, watch the ball! Chuck!
Clock is stopped again at 9:26. Nobody's doing a rolling clock as soon as we're good to go. Sometimes the clock isn't even starting until the other team touches the ball. So nobody there, perfectly done.
By number 26, Kate.
And so if Caddo is going to score on this drive, they're going to have to drive deep.
At the Caddo 24-yard line, first down at 10.
With the lighting, it's almost like a fog on the grass. I wish the grass was a little bit greener. Was it natural grass, it'd be a little bit better color contrast for you folks. Not much I can do with the older light fixtures for the poles. They're not LED lights, so it's hard to kind of really replicate much correction here on the camera side. Quarterback once again calls the audible and keeps it.
Quarterback keeper on the play. Gain of 1, second out and 9 on the play.
Difference in the game so far has been decided yardage gains after contact. The plus side, sack, and nothing doing. So after the 1 yard rush game, he probably loses double that on the sack.
Quarterback sack on the play. Timeout on the field for an injured player.
All right, so we have a officials timeout. We're going to move a little bit closer here. I'm going to do my best to try to figure out what yard marker he's on. That ended up being a really costly sag. Wish we had a yardage component on the scoreboard. So about all I can tell you is that originally it was 2nd and 9. I don't see that it's been updated. And it is way too hard to guesstimate where it is along the field. You can see we've got the 50, 40, and 30 in view. Then after that, it gets very hard to read the letters.
Hey, Caddo, let's go!
Birds will return to action here.
Game is just going at a just sneezing kind of pace of play. Very slow, just methodical, and we're not getting into any kind of real offensive rhythm where either team is just kind of building a crescendo.
Quarterback sacked in the backfield. Ball was lost, but was down.
Definitely not a good
Bring
touch
up
for
a 4th
Caddo.
down.
They're looking now at 4th down, and I bet you
Long
they've probably lost at least 9 yards overall. So this is going to be a punt from probably, if he's not in the end zone already, he's going to be right on the line. You cannot get too tricky here. You're going to have to play this number, and I would split the difference, and I go to the right side of number 2 and try to roll this kick out and make him go after it, or just let it roll. And he does get a really good jump. Boy, he is already into the 20, and it's going to be exceptionally good field position for Dewar to
Ball
start
is recovered by number 2,
the 6th drive of the
Barry.
game.
Returned down to the Caddo 11-yard line. Be first down at 10, Dragons.
Well, you punt it from about the 5 or 6, and you're already at the 11, so you can do the math. Just not what Caddo was looking to do. They've gone from the frying pan right into the crematorium.
Handoff's good for about 5 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 5 for the Dewar Dragons with 7:19 left before half.
Quarterback hands off. He is headed toward the end zone. Easily done, not even touched. Touchdown,
Handoff to
Dewar.
number 9, Corbin, is good for a Dragons touchdown.
That'll bump it up to 30-8 now. Dewar trying to make it once again a 3-touchdown plus conversion. So in effect, 3 touchdowns and a
Dewar will
field
go
goal,
for the
so to
2-point
speak.
conversion.
Fifth touchdown on the day by Dewar. Hands it off. Spins, pivots. Oh, they had him until he cut back. Beautifully done.
2-point conversion is good.
Nice job of the running back there. You got to give props.
With 6:54 left before halftime, Dewar Dragons 32, your Caddo Bruins 8.
Caddo is going to need a major turn of events here, or this game is headed toward a mercy run rule. It is 32-8, so right now you're going to need a plus 45. It's very rare that you get it right on the dot. Usually it ends up being 46 or 48.
Reminder, we will have the drawing for the quit Caddo Education Foundation quilt at
Dewar
halftime.
needs 22 more points. So just under
All
3
proceeds
touchdowns
go to
and at least
scholarships
two
for Caddo
two-point
seniors.
conversions to be successful to ice the game. The rate we're going, there's still 6:54 to go in the second quarter. It's not even halfway over. And so this game has just really gone slow. We've been playing now for at least an hour and 5 minutes of actual
Number 88
time
Jacob
once the game started.
to kick off. Back to receive number 12 Jake Mullins. Let's give a hand to the Caddo cheer team, ladies and gentlemen.
They've done that every single time and have yet to go for the onside kick. Short ones though, bad bounce. Fortunately for Caddo, they had another runner and a gunner there in line spot.
Bruins recover the kickoff.
Going to be a shorter field for Caddo to navigate.
Ball was covered by Colton Hicks. Caddo will start at the Caddo
35.
37-yard line.
37.
First down at 10.
Let's go on! Let it block! Let's go, offense!
Ball is hiked especially low. 13 was just looking around. Originally, he was looking at the ball like it was going to be handed
Pass was
to him.
intended for
Then he
Brody
ran down the
Brazil.
field and started looking at the
Incomplete.
grass to
Brings
see
up
where the
second
ball
down and 10.
was, and just never got his eyes on the actual pass there. They looked like it was kind of doomed from the beginning. 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Good defense. Nothing you can do
Ball
on
was
that one.
intended for number 2, A.J. Peavyhouse. Pass incomplete. 3rd down and 10 for the Bruins.
Oh boy. Perfectly timed by number 2. Just
Pass
cannot
incomplete to
walk
A.J.
the ball and
Peavyhouse.
float it unless there is an
That'll bring up a
outside
5th down
backer
and 10 for the
chasing the wide
Bruins.
receiver. When you have the safeties and corners running the end path and they're closer to the ball than your receiver, you cannot lead that way. You're going to either have to go high or you're going to have to put it right on the numbers in stride. Another 4th down for Caddo, and they have stymied themselves in part to not being able to get successful completions. Again, bad pass, wide open. It's like he threw it to the defensive back, and not really hard to say how that one went awry.
Intercepted by number 15, Christian Cardola from the Dragons. Dragons will start at
Started
the Caddo 26-yard line.
last
First
2
down at
possessions
10
for
Dewar.
Dewar, starting
With
at Caddo's
6:20 left
11,
before halftime.
and then now to 26. So keep in mind, 22 points is where this game cannot get without another score. His passes are much more crisp, on point, on target, and just no comparison so far.
Pass is completed to Corbin Ball be spotted at the Caddo 1 yard line. First and goal, Dewar.
Shotgun formation on the ground. Quarterback, not going to matter. This one might be coming back, though. Another flag. He does score the touchdown, however.
Touchdown, Dewar.
We'll see if that one stands.
Dragons will go for the 2-point conversion.
So now a 30-point lead for Dewar. Quarterback fakes. Even though he's tackled, they're going to push it. Oh, he hands it off. As long as they don't count it as an illegal pass.
The ball was
Saying
blown
no good.
dead there for the 2-point conversion.
Forward
was
progress
no good.
was stopped. That's the reason why that
With
one does not count.
5:38 left before halftime. Dewar Dragons 38, your Caddo Bruins 8.
So the ball is called dead. Defense firmly in possession of the quarterback. He flicks it over to the tailback. So this makes it easier to kind of get you to where we got to be. 30 points, 16 more needed. So right now, as it stands, 2 touchdowns and 2 extra point conversions will make this a final score. So Caddo cannot let this get to a 54-8 combo. If you're a numbers guy, that is exactly what
Jacob Payne will
in
kick
the
off
game.
for the Dragons. Number 12, Jake Mullins back to receive for the Bruins.
What a surprise they didn't go for it. They have done that 6 times now. And again, I do not like the just
Fair
capitulating
catch is
thing.
called by the Bruins.
Not trying to dog number 10. I'm sure he's a great kid and everything,
Number
but
10, Keaton Harrington with
every
fair catch.
single catch, no attempt to
Bruins will
run,
start.
fair catch it. You got to get aggressive. You're down 30
At the
points,
Caddo's
and you
40
cannot
yard
keep
line,
just
first down and
basically
10
not even
Bruins.
trying to run with the ball. I'd like to thank Shamrock Bank for tonight's live stream coverage. Our video highlights and plays of the game. 5:44 remains in the second quarter. Quarterback drops it. All he can do is fall on it.
Bad snap on the play is recovered by the quarterback, Jake McKay. Ball will be spotted at the Caddo 30-yard line. There's a loss of 10 on the play.
There's an old saying, when it rains, it
Second
pours.
down and 20.
And in this particular game, Caddo has almost done as much as Dewar to beat themselves. And you cannot help a 9-0 team. Dewar loaded, as you can see, in substitution. Sometimes they're running 8 new players, fresh players on the field every other play. So it's a deep squad. Hence why we had them ranked number 2. I haven't had a defending champs, Laverne, put it that
Jake
way. I think very
McKay on the
highly of the
quarterback
Dewar
keeper.
Dragons. I think they're well coached, really good size. Just kind of scanning the field, looking at
No gain
they
on the
have got
play.
10
Brings up a
players,
third down and
all
20.
pushing 6'3", 6'4", all 200 plus easily. Some closer to 250, 260. And it's just a tough thing to do when you got an athletic build. You can see the height along the line. Aren't massively sized players, but very tall, so they can get range of motion and hands up. Quarterback literally had no shot, no prayer to get that one off.
Pass
They
is
were
incomplete.
all over him.
Brings up a fourth down and 20 for the Bruins.
Pattern continues. Double-digit punts. 3 consecutive times that they're at least 4th and 10 or more. So no net yardage on 3 consecutive touches. That's why I keep saying on at least the kickoffs, try to be aggressive there, even if you have to just run to another guy and try to flick it over to him so he can go a different direction if you think you're going to get caught. Just not giving themselves a chance to win this game. Can't convert the first downs. Oh, they're going to go for it, and major problem. He's not even going to get 4 or 5 yards on that quarterback.
Quarterback keeper by Jake McKay. That'll be a turnover on downs. Dewar Dragons will start first down and 10 from the Caddo 30-yard line.
We'll do our best to get you kind of a close-up of Caddo Bruin players here on the sidelines. Keep in mind, I'm not a head coach. Don't shoot the messenger. But under no circumstances whatsoever would I have gone for that. I would have kicked the punt personally. If it's possible to kick it 11 out of 10 times, I would have kicked it 12 out of 10 times under that scenario. Just wide open, gushing, running, and another first and goal for Dewar.
Cash Faulkner, the Dragons is good for a Dragon first down.
This is exactly why you punt.
First and
They
third
get
for
a
the
15 or
Dragons.
20-yard gain, give or take. I think it doesn't set them up first and goal in the next play. Quick snap. It's going to be short, however, he is going to get a little bit of yardage on the trip tackle. So it'll be down to the 3.
3 minutes, 10 seconds left before halftime.
Nothing would be worse on district championship night to get run ruled or mercy ruled in the first half. So we are 2 touchdowns away from that happening, and there you go. There's one of them right there.
And off to number 7, Faulkner is good for the Dragons touchdown.
All right, here's the short and long of it. Dewar now needs a total of 10 points to put this game on ice. Stop and 10 points. Multiple defensive shifts. Looks like it's going to be a jet sweep audible call. Fakes the hand. No, he does go the handoff. Easily done, not even touched. So whatever the call play was originally, Caddo had it maybe defended, and as a result, we get an audible, makes it just indefensible, and another touchdown for number 2 Dewar. They are 8 points away from going a perfect 10-0 on the season. The hometown Caddo Bruins now hanging on by a thread. 2:45 to go. If there is any possible way for the offense to get a long, drawn-out drive, excuse me, this would be the time to open up those plays and not run the risk of giving Dewar the ball back again. The only positive, Dewar's down to 1 timeout. So if you can kill some clock, you can kind of stave off the inevitable. Not trying to be Debbie Downer, but you know, it is what it is. The handwriting's already there on the wall. So you cannot have any more turnovers. You can't have any more no yardage gain drives. You've got to convert some first downs. You can't do any more interceptions. You can't do any more fumbles. And for crying out loud, don't go for it when it's 4th and 20 and you're pinned down to your own 20.
Dragons will kick off here. Coronas is back to receive.
And the kick. This is going to roll back to number 6, or number 0, I think, rather. Boy, he is just met by committee. Thought he had some space that he might be able to turn up and run a little bit, but Ball takes a funky hop on him, and as a result, it'll be first and 10, Caddo with 30. However, I think he only gets a couple of yards on the return. Now, the way that the wind trajectory has gone is it's switched from a north-south breeze to almost like a northwest kind of pull to it. So if you throw this ball toward the left side of the field right now, it's going to float and drive. And boy, they read that one perfectly.
Hand off to number 4, Coronas. Drop for a loss of about 5. They'll bring up a second down and 15.
So probably now I would say we are well into double digits on the number of plays for Caddo that have yielded negative yards or no gains. And that is not winning football. In large part why they're struggling so bad here. Hands it off. Just literally was on him 4 yards deep before he got 4 yards long. Very impressive performance by the Dewar Dragons tonight.
Brings up a third down at 17 for the Bruins.
So back-to-back plays are negative yardage. Obviously due to multiple interceptions, reluctant to throw passes right now. We do have a change in for quarterback. Deep throw again. That one again is going to be intercepted. Perfectly thrown to the defensive back. And folks, now we are 111 away from a potential win. Just perfectly thrown to the defensive back once again.
First down and 10 with 1:11 left before halftime.
Well, negative yardage have killed Caddo. Interceptions have killed Caddo. And the inability to get separation off the line of scrimmage and move the ball from markers. Had some success early on, mid part of the first quarter, and it has been pretty much all Dewar since then. They are 1 touchdown and 2-point conversion away of winning the District 5 Class B championship. More importantly, getting that coveted undefeated season with the icing on the cake, being at least 2 home games for the playoffs and back-to-back Fridays. In Oklahoma, it is a huge thing to be a district champion. Nice defense for Caddo, dialing it up, showing some good aggressive stunning there.
Loss of about 4 on the play brings up a second down and 14.
So plays few and far between for Dewar on net yardage. Been a kind of their motif. And that one's in loss for 4. Now we're down to 40 seconds. So Dewar may not be able to get the necessary score here to put this game down as a final. Caddo obviously does not want to be road ruled or mercy ruled in any quarter, much less the second.
37.4 seconds left before halftime.
Dragons do have 1 other timeout, though. Not saying they will use it. We have another flag
on the play.
And I think that's got to be at least a 20th flag. Been a bunch of them.
Offside against the Bruins.
Another miscue by Caddo helps them out. They had them at 2nd and 14. Quarterback flicks it option. Oh boy, folks. He's got it cleared, and if they don't close the distance, and they do at the very last minute.
Trip to Doty on the plays, good for a Dewar first down.
That is what I would call exactly what Lee just started to say, a trip tackle. He pretty much...
First down and 10. Dewar from the Caddo 24-yard line.
Got him off his feet. Looks like we've got a flat 28 seconds to go. Dewar with 1 timeout, not saying they will use it, but they are getting perilously close to putting this game on ice.
And off to number 6, Doty.
Another potential first down conversion marker coming up He's going to be shy just about 2 yards.
Brings up a 2nd down and 9 on the play.
Well, 1 yard, correction. Looked like to me he's a little bit farther off, but that gave him a pretty favorable spot on the field.
1 seconds left.
22 seconds. Dewar can win the game here with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We're going to have a penalty, though, so the snap will not count.
Against the Dragons. That'll back them up 5 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Definitely enough time to run probably 3 plays if they're the right kind. That's the wrong kind. We'll see if Dewar calls timeout here. Clock is running. 21 seconds is where we started. I don't think they're going to rush it, so that's going to do it. We're going to head to halftime with your score. Dewar 46, Caddo 8. Bruins down at halftime.
Halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Your halftime score, Dewar 46, Caddo 8.
Your Shamrock Bank at the score. Halftime at the score update segment of the game. We'll start first in Class C tonight. Wilson Henrietta 22-0 over Watts. Maysville 28-20 over Paoli. Thackerville 30-24 halftime. Graham Dustin. Ryan Run Rules Bray Doyle 65-6. Geary over Corn Bible 60-36 final. Oaks behind Copen 44-16 at the half. Wesley and Christian up 20-2 over Coyle. Winoka 28-20 halftime lead over Tyrone. Buffalo 38-20 over Deer Creek Lamont. Number 2 Timberlake 26-0 over Medford. Mount View Godivo victorious over Grandfield 62-zip. And then scores from last night, as I alluded to earlier, Geary over Corn Bible 60-36. Tipton number 1 over Temple 52-zip. And Boise City 41-6 over Sharon Mutual. Those are your Class C scores at the half.
Junior Kaylee Buchanan. Sophomore Elizabeth Altman. Sophomore Ella Murphy. Sophomore Jane Schurtz. And freshman Jaslyn Brown. And now your junior high cheerleading team. 8th grader Presley Speaks. 8th grader Maddie Dufer. 8th grader Jalen Minyard. 8th grader Emmeline Draper. 8th grader Savannah Gould. 7th grade Jacelyn Stanley. 7th grader Kaylee Boyd. 6th grader Macy Fight. And 6th grader Caitlin Brown. Your Caddo cheer team is coached by Chelsea Fight and Carrie Capel.
That's your Class B scores at halftime. Welch 50-0 over Arcoma. Oklahoma Bible 60-20 over Pond Creek Hunter. Keota victorious over Gans 48-zip. Shattuck over Beaver 54-8. Depew 38-8 over Davenport. Dewar leads here at Caddo 46-8. Waurika 16-12 over Surreal third quarter. Velma Elma defeats Alec 58-6. Ringwood over Cherokee 34-6. Walika 28-6 over Wetumpka. Turpin defeats Hollis 46-0. Porham defeats Midway 50-0. Garber over Kremlin Hillsdale 58-6. Wacomas 28-16 Canton. Yale Barnsdall 8-6 at the half. Covington Douglas defeats O'Keene 46-44. Regent Prep victorious over Pioneer Pleasantville 52-6. Sealing defeats Southwest Covenant last night 52-28. Weber's Falls 62-12 over Quinton last night. Drumride over Olive 52-6. Wilson over Central Marlow 57-8. And Laverne over Balco Forgan 52-0. Those are your Class B scores at the half. In Class A action, Hooker over Thomas, 14-0 in the third quarter. Stroud over Savannah, 51-0. Commerce over Wyandotte, 38-12. Pawnee over Morrison, 20-6. Hominy, 28-6 over Shoto Maisie. 21-6 Stratford over Ringling. Panama, 20-6 Haskell. Elmore City Purnell, 22-7. They're building their tower here. We just had a communications jam, so I apologize about that. Wewoka trails Kanawha 27-0 at halftime. Fairview 54-7 over Merritt. Hartshorn 20-12 over Liberty. Christian Heritage 49-14 Western Heights. Woodland 14-0 over Tonkawa. Hinton 21-0 over Watauga. Allen 16-6 over Mounds. Colcord 42-0 over Afton. Crescent 28-0 Cashin. Pacola 54-20 Talahina. Moreland 26 over Texoma Goodwell Cooperative. Minko 16-14 over Cassidy. Wynnewood 10-0 Wayne halftime. Fairland 14-6 over Ketchum halftime. Gore 22-6 Porter Consolidated halftime. Boone Apache 35-0 over Carnegie. Sayre 20-0 Burns Flat Dill City. Central Sallisaw 42-16 Canadian halftime. We have got Oklahoma Union victorious last night over Chelsea 54-20. Quapaw 51-8 over Hulbert. And Central Sallisaw 42-16 over Canadian. Those are your Class A at the half score updates brought to you by Shamrock Bank. In Class 2A action, Hennessy 30-14 over Newkirk. Holdenville 28-7 over Lexington. Kansas 48-6. Westfield. Number 1 Washington 42-0 over Little Axe. Hugo 15-0 over Valiant. Chandler 20-12 over Luther. Sequoia Tahlequah 21-14 Vian. Millwood 42-0 Blackwell at the half. Meeker 38-12 over Star Spencer at the half. Heavener over Antlers 20-0. Morris 12-0 over Oak Mulkey. Warner over Roland 14-3. Henrietta 26-7 Keys Park Hill. Oklahoma Christian School 34-6 Chisholm at the half. Purcell 21-0 over Comanche. Jones 42-7 Bethel at the half. Kingston over Marietta 34-7. Victory Christian 28-20 Kiefer at halftime. Davis over Tishomingo Mill Creek Cooperative 21-0. Spiro 8-7 over Wilburton. Pawhuska 12-7 over Rejoice Christian. Adair 38-0 at the half over Nowata. Crossings 33-0 over Kellyville halftime. Salina 8-7 over Veneta halftime. Idabel 14-7 over Eufaula at the half. Frederick 12-0 over Community Christian at the half. Sequoia Claremore 37-0 over Caney Valley. Prague 35-0 over Okima. Alva 23-20 victorious over Perry. Sperry 37-22 Bags victory. And Lindsay 62-7 last night over Crooked Oak. Those are your Class 2A finals at the half, or updates at the half. Moving to Class 3A now. Lincoln Christian 55-8 over Locust Grove. Metro Christian 27-0 over North Rock Creek. Kingfisher 21-7 over Anadarko. Sulphur 23-14 Plainview. Cassia Hall 34-6 over Dewey at the half. Lone Grove 28-7 Pauls Valley. McLeod 41-7 Mount St. Mary at the half. Holland Hall 28-0 over Jay. Dixon defeats Douglas on correction, halftime score 15-0. Heritage Hall and Marlow in a surprisingly close game. This is back-to-back games for Heritage Hall versus Sulphur and Marlow, where it's been 14-14 at half. Keep an eye on that game as they ended up walloping Sulphur in the second half last week. Berry Hill over Seminole 41-6. Chakotah 21-7 over Stigler at the half. Bristow 15-12 Tulsa Central. Perkins Tryon 35-0 Manfred at the half. And then Verdigris 28-14 over Inola. That is the final score from last night. Those are your Class 3A score updates at the half. Moving to Class 4A. Podo 41-13 over Stillwell. Chickasha 16-14 Cash. Cushing 48-7 Skiatook. Ada 21-14 Broken Bow. Blanchard 22-0 over Tecumseh. Newcastle and Bethany 7-7 at the half. Hera 28-0 Bridge Creek. Elk City 34-0 John Marshall. Clinton 31-0 Woodward at the half. Hilldale 27-21 Fort Gibson. Salasaw 14-0 Medill at the half. Wagner 21-7 over Miami. McLean 19-17 over Ulaga. And a final score from last night, Tuttle 23-0 over Classen SAS. Those are your Class 4A scores at halftime, brought to you by Shamrock Bank. Now moving to Class 5A action for the evening. McAllister 17-7 Glenpool. Piedmont upset alert over Carl Albert 24-10. Keep an eye on that. Del City definitely keeping their eyes on them, that's for sure. Lawton MacArthur 40-26 over Noble. Claremore Collinsville 14-14. Sapulpa over Tulsa East Central 42-6. Coweta 45-6 over Tulsa Memorial. Guthrie shutting out Shawnee so far 44-0. Duncan over Ardmore 14-6 at the half. Demons trying to get their first win on the year. Bishop Kelly 31-7 over Grove. Elgin over Midwest City 13-3 at the half. El Reno 42-10 over Altus. Pryor 46-0 over Nathan Held. And in finals from last night, Del City 43-10 over Durant. Will Rogers 30-14 over Edison Prep. And Lawton Eisenhower 61-8 over Southeast. Those are your Class 5A scores at the half. We're officially out of time in between half here, waiting for the teams to come on, and neither team has made their way back. Correction, Dewar is on the field now. Your 6A2 scores at the half, Stillwater 21-14 over Muskogee. That is a number 2 over number 1 matchup. Lawton 41-0 over Capitol Hill. Choctaw 48-6 Ponca City at the half. Booker T. Washington 17-13 Putnam City West at the half. Bartlesville 44-7 over Tahlequah. And in final scores from last night, Deer Creek 45-13 Putnam City North. Putnam City 41-13 Northwest Classen. And Sand Springs 56-0 U.S. Grant. Those are your 6A2 scores at the half. And wrapping up the scoreboard at halftime, Class 6A1. Top dogs in the state of Oklahoma. Owasso 21-18 over Norman. Jinx upset alert 14-7 over Bixby in the second quarter. Norman North 41-0 Enid. Edmond Santa Fe 44-7 Yukon. Edmond Memorial 24-21 Mustang at the half. Westmore 28-6 over Southmore at the half. And games from last night, Tulsa Union 50-14 over Edmond North. And Broken Arrow rallies to defeat Moore 42-35. Those are your scores at the half, brought to you by Shamrock Bank. We're still waiting on the Bruins to get out on the field. I don't necessarily blame them. I would try to stave off the inevitable myself. The referee's not happy. He's going to get them. We've got actually our third countdown clock now. So they've already missed the mid-time. They're on their third one. And he's going all the way to the locker room to kind of bark at them, let's get going. We ran into this last night during the game with Del City, where it seemed like we had about an hour delay at the half. And sometimes it happens. In this particular case, the hometown crowd knows how long that usually the intermittent period is. If I was an official, I'd probably be ticked off too. It's kind of cold out tonight. You want to get going. You want to wrap this thing up. And so we'll see how quickly it'll be before the Caddo Bruins come on the field. We watched it to where one team was 24 minutes late, and then not only just impervious and oblivious to being so late, started doing warm-up drills for another 10 minutes. And so I'm hoping that we don't run into that. We're now down to 1 minute and 40 to go on this clock. I'm really not sure what else to say. We've done as much fluff and filler as we can for you, so we'll keep the camera pointed here and point out the obvious once again. We are 1 touchdown and 1 2-point conversion away from the final score. Dewar can win the District 5 championship outright with the head-to-head victory. That will leave them the only team in district play undefeated. But Velma has finished the season 9-1. So by virtue of their head-to-head victory over Caddo, they will be the runner-up in District 5. Caddo would then slot to the 3 seed. If my memory serves me correctly, I think Wilson or Weber's 1 to 2. That'll be your 4 team. It's been a while since I looked at the standings. I know there's a couple of teams that are absolutely eliminated and they're done. I still don't see a single Caddo player. I don't see a single coach. There is nobody from the Bruins side even close to the field. It's not like they're walking or coming. I don't see a door open on the locker room. And there is nobody even within 500 yards of just visual distance here. So we've burned through our 3rd intermittent clock now at halftime. And I don't know if they're going to do a 4th countdown. At some point, you may be looking at some kind of a penalty here for the delay in getting started. Frankly speaking, this is usually something that the opposing teams, try to feign ignorance on. So we've got another 5-minute free-flowing clock. But when you're the home team and it's your shebang at halftime for your cheerleaders, you know when you're supposed to be out. And we used to always have a coach on our team that would just hover around the door, keep an eye. As soon as he saw the clock getting down to 3 or 4 minute marker, we usually were already on our way back to the field doing warm-ups and drills. High knees is what we used to call them. All right, I finally see some football players coming, and I'll give you an idea of how far back they are from the field. I don't know if you can see with the ambient squeeze there. I have to reset the camera, but they are just now over crossing the parking lot. And as I stated, I do not blame them for wanting to extend this game, but however, there's a right way to do certain things, and not being on the field for 15, 20 minutes late is not a good look for the home team. Caddo deferred. They won the coin toss to start the game, so they'll get the ball to start the second half and 3rd quarter. And then they'll need to score and hold Dewar scoreless, or flip the script on them and rally furiously here in the second half. They are down 46-8. Dewar just needs 1 touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and that will do it. So this next possession will be very crucial for the Bruins. And I think they're lining up to do calisthenics and drills. Honestly, I don't even see any coaches. Now they're coming. Still a significant number of players that are coming with them as well.
Have your attention, please. We have a Toyota license plate 2422 Chickasaw Nation tag. We need it moved. Please, you're blocking someone that needs to leave. Toyota tag plate 2422, Chickasaw Nation plate. Can you please move your vehicle? Please. Thank you.
There seems to be no love lost between the coaching staffs here tonight. There's been some verbal jawing back and forth on each sideline, but we are now in about a 20-minute delay after just a creeping along pace for the first half. Kickoff was officially at 7:03. It likewise was delayed due to the theatrical helicopter delivery of the football, where they flew in to get the ball, flew back out, and then came back in again to bring the ball. Nonetheless, we are finally, I'm hoping, getting ready to start the third quarter. It'll be a Caddo possession to start the game. They will need to drive and score, and also hold Dewar scoreless the rest of the game. Any combination of a Dewar touchdown and two-point conversion will seal the game without a score by Caddo. All right.
Return back to action here to start the second half. The Bruins will receive the kick to start.
Here we go, folks. Third quarter underway. Prep Nation TV game of the day, showcasing the number 2 rated Dewar Dragons versus the number 8 rated Caddo Bruins. It is the Class B District 5 championship game. Dragons looking for a 7-peat, their 7th consecutive district title. They're 1 score and 2-point conversion away from making good. And we're officially underway. Ball rolls all the way down to about the 10, slips and falls, and not the start you wanted to see
After the kick, the Bruins will start.
Just
At
almost
the
seemingly
25-yard line. First down and 10, Bruins.
snake bit, I don't know, is sometimes the word we would use. But ever since when the game was 8-0 and Caddo was so close with the offsetting turnover on down kind of time period where they had a 1-score game and then gave up the touchdown, it's just kind of spiraled out of control for them since then. And we've immediately got a fumble.
Ball's handed off to number 4, Coronis. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Brings up a second down for the Caddo Bruins.
Solo backfield, quarterback keeper rolls right. He's back to the original line of scrimmage, crossing over for maybe a plus yard.
Quarterback keeper by Jake McKay.
It's going to be a third down.
Brings
for
up
the
a
Bruins.
third down at 9.
Looks like they'll line in pistol formation or side saddle. Quarterback drops, looks for the pass. Nobody turned around, and thankful that the defensive back had to dive down so low. Otherwise, that one would have been another interception. And now we're looking
down at 9 for the Bruins.
So the infamous punt coming up. This may very well be the last possession that the Caddo Bruins get during the regular season. Just a reminder, they will be at home next week, since by virtue of finishing in the spot where they did. They're going to slot to the third place portion of District 5. Velma Elma will finish runner-up, and then Dewar will be the champion.
Jake McKay with the punt on the play.
All right, it'll be first down, Dewar. You know the drill, so no need to regurgitate and reiterate over and over. Caddo needs to stop.
The Caddo 33-yard line, first down at 10, Dragons.
Dewar has just had a uncanny knack during the game of winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, ball placement, after contact yardage. Penalties have actually been, it's been both for both of them. It's been bad. But they'll only have to go 33 yards here to score. I thank Shamrock Bank for tonight's game coverage. Local fixture in the Caddo community for many years. Wrapped up defense. They're going to shove him forward. So he is going to get almost 4 yards.
Number 22, Sanford. Gain of about 5 on the play. Brings up a second down and 5.
Jet sweep. Hands it off. Clears far corner. He's got the first down and more. Perfect block. He leans in. They're going to call it short of the goal line. So it's going to be first and goal at the 1 for Dewar. And so this is likely game, set, match.
First down and goal for the Dragons at the Caddo 1-yard line.
Dewar needs 1 touchdown and a 2-point conversion here, and they are victors. First and goal, Dragons. Inside of 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hands off, easily done. Breaks the plane, touchdown, Dewar.
22, Wesley Sanford. That plays good.
And your 2-point conversion is forthcoming.
Dragons will go for the 2-point conversion.
Jet sweep, left side, clears the corner. No good. So Caddo lives to fight another drive. They'll get 1 more touch by virtue of the previous score not converting. So it is 52-8. It'll be a sudden death touchdown now.
Take the kickoff here for the Dragons. Number 23, Jake Green. And number 4, Darren Coronas is back to receive.
Caddo number 3 gets the ball. He'll start at the 20-yard line, crosses up to the 25, shoved back, and he's going to end up right at about the 20.
First down and 10 from about the Caddo 23-yard line.
All right.
Quarterback drops back, fires, throws, gets the completion. Hard hit out of bounds.
Pass completed to number 23, Jake Green. Brings our second out and 1 for the Bruins.
.9:37 to go in the third quarter. Bruins have bought themselves a momentary respite here. They need to score some points. Otherwise, a safety will do it. Another incomplete pass.
Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up a third down and 1 for Caddo.
So any combination of a safety, field goal, or a touchdown will win it unless Caddo can get on the board here. I don't think he got it. I think it's going to be a fourth down.
Be a loss on the play for the Bruins. On the handoff. Brings up a fourth down.
Bottom line is you've got to convert, so you can't punt it anymore. You're just staving off the inevitable. They're going to have to go for this, and I think it's right call to do it. They need just 1 yard to move the chains. But as we saw with Oklahoma and Kansas, they fake them a little bit on that little pooch kick. Oh, boy. Cuts back through, back across the field. Still going. Nice jutes, moves. I mean, boy, that boy is PTP. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dewar. 8:38 remains.
Nice punt return.
A lot of athletic ability and agility on display with that return. Showing really good prevision. Not only scanning the field, but also anticipating where players might try to go. And a real
Dewar fan doing a good job over there.
cool, crispy night here on the eve of Bedlam. Will it be the last Bedlam? There's been 113 consecutive. This one could potentially be the last one for a while. Don't think it'll be the last one ever, but again, shoves him out of bounds.
Handoff to Cash Faulkner on the play. Plays good for a Dewar first down.
We're going to roll back again, anticipating another drive here.
First down and 10 at the Caddo 24-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 24. Dragons just need one touchdown, and that'll do it by walk-off. Ooh, ball gets away from him. He throws, I don't know what that was. He threw something. It's black.
Covered on the play by the quarterback.
That was weird. Don't know if part of his shoe maybe came loose at the same time, and it looked like his hand was in motion. He ended up throwing some kind of a beanbag, maybe. That was kind of odd. Loss on the play, one of the few ones in the game. Been a few, though.
Faulkner on the run.
First down for Dewar. They'll be right outside the 10-yard line, so they're going to, in effect, have to score a touchdown or get to about the 1/8 marker of the yard. I mean, that's about as close as it can get to being on the 10 without being on the 10. Already in the backfield. Option play. Cuts up. Inside the 5, 4, touchdown, ball game. Dewar Dragons score, and that'll do it, folks.
Touchdown ends the game.
58-8 is your final score. Thank you for watching tonight. Thank you, Shamrock Bank in Caddo, Oklahoma. Everybody have a safe trip home. Enjoy your weekend. Final score, Prep Nation TV coverage. Dewar 58, Caddo 8. Dragons win their 7th consecutive district championship.
Kickoff will be either 7 or 7:30 next Friday night here at Caddo.